My thanks to Kyros and her minions. Spoilers within. You've been warned, Chronicler.
Hello and welcome back to our Let's Play of Tyranny. Let's continue where we left off. We're now here in the disfavored camp. And just as a reminder, let's take a look at where that is. Actually right here. So we've moved from the ruins down to the disfavored camp, and we're here again to meet with the Archons, Graven Ash, and the Secrets of Narat, so that we can deliver the Edict. But we can take a look around real quick. Stone shield boots, huh? Wonder if those are any better for her. Let's take a look. They're better across the board. Okay, so let's swap those out. +1 quickness. Put that in our other trinket slot, shall we? So we're getting +2 resolve here and +1 quickness here. That's pretty solid, right? I would say so. Oh, it's locked, but we have subterfuge, so we'll take that. Armor of 4 versus 2. Doesn't have deflection on it. Oh, it's because it's heavy armor. I don't think that synergizes well with us. And neither does this. Is it of benefit to her? Yeah, she doesn't have anything, so yes, I guess it is. Oh, okay, let's go talk to this guy. Merely stares at us. Okay. And you? Hail to you, guardian of the law. Man dressed in merchant finery greets you with a smile. You have a few excess rings weighing you down. Best unburden yourself before battle. Oh, we don't... Wow. So all of these and we don't meet any of these requirements for a different option. Okay, well, because we picked War Mage, if you remember. Let's see what this guy's got. Lesser healing potion. Sigil of Frost Core. I'd like that, thank you. We got some stuff we can sell off. Yeah, get rid of that. Get rid of this. Make that trade. And it looked like maybe that was some gear she could use. These are about the same? Looks like what she has plus 2% precision, so it looks like she's better off with what she has. Alright, let's talk to this guy again. Let's get rid of this stuff. No sense keeping it if we're not going to use it, right? There we go. Now, switch, grab a different core, and expression of said core, focused intent, or distant impact. Let's go for something that's distance. Rim spike. Oh yeah, this thing's cool. Creates this giant, like, pillar of ice that stabs people. Yeah, this thing's neat. And then an accent? Yeah. To 10 meters? Perfect. There we go. So now we've got 2 different spells we can use. Awesome. Anything else over here? I think I already got that. Yep. So let's go down here, check out what's going on. Maybe something on the weapon rack we can take? Buckler. Okay.
Got it.
Light bronze armor. See, subterfuge comes in handy. Fine quality armor 5. Do I... See, I'm not 100% on the stats yet. I mean, armor is just like flat damage reduction, which I think is good. But my guy's kind of like, you know, quick, so I don't know that I want to be wearing heavy armor. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on that. We'll leave it be for now. Let's talk to this guy. Curses the air with a blade of thin iron breaks in half beneath his hammer. Repairing weapons with scrap isn't exactly why I got into the craft, but our supplies are spent. Wipes a sweat from his brow. Gets a better look at you. Well, why not forge bronze? Bronze will do in a pinch, don't get me wrong. I can take a beating and get bent back into shape, unlike this stubborn iron we have here. Glances at a pile of his work with dread. I always have plenty of tin and copper laying around, so supplies aren't the problem. It's a rare smith who can churn out military-grade bronze consistently. More often than not, it comes out soft. Look around camp, or grabbing the Legion head to toe in iron because it's cheaper and easier to produce in the masses. Couldn't do that with bronze. They call the disfavored the Iron Legion for a reason. Strategy and skill may be our backbone. Our claws are made of iron, good stuff that comes from the smiths in Leothan's Crossing. Well, is there an iron shortage? I'm afraid so. The last shipment sent down to Menetai were missing near the Echo Call Crossing. I'm afraid we won't be seeing any more. Oh, really? Forge-bound iron is Tunan's responsibility. Well, it's just the first I'm hearing of it. Keep your voice down. Graven Ash doesn't want to cause panic or pass information to the Vendrian Guard. Best case scenario, the iron tumbled off a boat and is rusting on a riverbed. Worst case, ends up in enemy hands. If I find myself in Echo Call, I suppose I can keep an eye out. I appreciate that. It does the great general more than you might guess. Maybe he isn't quick to offer his thanks to outsiders, but I know he'll be grateful for your help. It would be a boon to the war effort if our iron was recovered. You can trust me to handle this. Oh, I gained favor. Nice. I knew Tunan wouldn't have dispatched you without good reason. The court isn't exactly known for gambling when the stakes are high. Glances to a crate beside him and points to a small set of notches on the wood. See that? That's how we tell apart our iron shipments from the rest. inconspicuous so people don't go snooping around. You want to keep an eye out for those. Good hunting. Okay, cool. Yeah, and we got a new quest. Okay, so we've got the Conqueror's Well, which we're currently doing. We've traveled to the disfavored camp. We're going to talk to the 2 Archons in just a moment. And now we've got Forge-bound Iron. Very cool.
What do we have here?
Archons await for you inside, Fatebinder. Yeah, I'm sure they do. Let's go talk to these people real quick. I'm Lucia. This is Marcus. The disfavored soldiers point the armored man next to her. And you must be the Fatebinder. From under her helmet, you hear her audibly scoff. We've been assigned to... Assigned to your hospitality, Marcus quickly interjects. While you remain on disfavored ground. Should you need a place to rest, we can make the necessary preparations. Okay, so there was some options here that we don't get to choose, unfortunately. How have your skills fared in battle against the Oathbreakers, Marcus? Every battle is a reminder of the Legion's superiority. The Oathbreakers have plenty of heart, but nothing to beat our northern values and Ashen Grave's love. Oh, we can train here. Okay. What can you train us in? One-handed weapons. Can have verse train parry. Does that count as... Do we both get... Looks like we both get the option to train a certain number of times. Okay. Well, let's do that then. And actually, let's see what the other person can do. Could use some training. Thrown weapons, dodge, and athletics. There we go. Definitely worth talking to them. So let's take a look. What do our skills look like now? Athletics is at 46, dodge is at 33. What's hers at? Dodge at 23. Stance, Red Geyser, minus 10 dodge. Can we change her stance? Or is that permanent? Adds bonus damage next attack equal to 50% of the damage received from attackers. It looks like that's a permanent passive. She get that from a piece of equipment? Or is it just a passive? Let's take a look here. No, must just be a passive ability then. Alright, let's go in. Yesterday you chid me for wishing to wait. Now you suggest an even longer delay? Perhaps the voices in your skull ought to come to a consensus if you wish to be taken seriously. Good advice is flexible, changing with the moment. Besides, now we're agreeing with yesterday. You know, I hate going into battle. Here, can I pause this? Yeah. Without overwhelming odds on our side. If you're so terrified of a challenge, why not wait for your reinforcements? I don't need your heckling. I need your scouting reports, or better yet, confirmation you quelled the Oathbreakers in the Outer Valley. Oh, that. We'll solve it in our own time and way. We must make at least a token effort to show them mercy, after all. Mercy? They've already shat upon our mercy once before. These gutter-born South snobs deserve nothing better than death. Oh, calm down now. We must leave something to rule, or have you forgotten Kyros' orders? Patience, old chum. Patience. See, I think there needed to be another patience in there, so I just added it. You got that? I'm ad-libbing, people. I'm ad-libbing on the fly. Oh, okay. Now we can go up and talk, I guess.
That's 4 reports of avalanches in the mountains now. The Tiersmen can barely count past 9. They have neither the capacity nor the cause to close off the mountain passes. Either way, that leaves the 2nd and 4th cohort trapped outside the valley.
Or it's the work of your perfidious Earthshakers. Only a fool would not suspect a traitorous Archon of poisoning the mind of his students with sedition. We would have killed the Earthshakers Guild for their master's treachery, but I'm sure you have some perfectly valid reason for allowing them to live as your pawns.
The Archon of Secret passes a scepter between his hands as he speaks, twirling a rod in hypnotic circles. You hear voices in your head. This is so cool. When I was testing things out, I really thought this was neat. So this green text is him talking to us telepathically. How cool is that, right? Well, hello there, Fatebinder. We'll be with you in just a moment.
Hey, watch yourself. When these two get going, you don't want to get between them.
Yeah, we'll just remain silent.
I always know you've run out of things to say when you resort to mocking my vassals. If we are to speak of treachery, why is it that my scouts see the Scarlet Chorus warriors defecting back to the Vendrian Guard? Your fearsome reputation has gone flaccid, for it seems you cannot control your soldiers, or perhaps you simply choose not to.
My lords, the Fatebinder has arrived. His favored commander raises her voice, trying with little success to speak over the Archons. Perhaps we could table this discussion and let our guests speak?
Speaking of strategic failures, who was it that insisted the valley would need only a token garrison? For some strange reason, we can't seem to recall which balding halfwit grossly underestimated the enemy. Thoughts?
Voices of Narad is awesome. Let's see what he's saying to us. Can you hear us, Fatebinder? Cough if we have your attention. Okay, let's do that.
And I thought you had left agents within these Tiersmen when they surrendered. Either you failed to see this coming, or you knew and let it happen. Incompetent or in cahoots, either way, this mess has your filthy stink all over it.
Archon of War lurches forward, resting his weight on his war maul. Its blue luminescence crackles around his armor. It does look pretty neat.
We look forward to seeing you explain to Tunon why the Archon of War could not close the vice on this trivial little insurgency. When we are crowned the ruler of the Tiers, we shall have this place renamed to Ash's Folly in your honor.
Oh, burn. Burn on you. Voices of Narad tosses his scepter into the air. Good, good. Now pay attention. You might miss something.
If I could trust the information I get from you and your conscripted mouth breathers, perhaps I'd order my cohorts around a bit more aggressively. But last time I trusted your all-clear report, my troops failed to come home.
Oh, Ash, old boy. If you're going to have a little sob every time one of your nieces or nephews dies to the tearsman, perhaps we should have Siren sing you some calming lullabies to help you cope with your grief.
Siren is another... She's like the Archon of Song, I think? She can basically suppress or subjugate people with her voice. Yeah, Archon of Song. The youngest Archon sent to conquer the Tears. Young and inexperienced, Siren is sworn to the voices of Narat, who uses her power of charm and manipulation to swell the ranks of the Scarlet Chorus with quote-unquote volunteers. And now he's talking to us again in our head. Take care that you don't learn too much, Fatebinder. An excess of knowledge, of curiosity, even can earn unwarranted attention. Hold your tongue! I will not have you denigrate the honor of our fallen brethren. Commander's hand moves to the hilt of her blade, so the weapon stays sheathed. I'd be doing us all a favor if I cracked open that excuse for a head. They bicker like children, do they not? The fifth eye's grating tenor pierces the tension of the tent, all eyes on the Crimson Spear. I meant to say, welcome to our guest, the Fatebinder. The armored retainer bows with rushed inelegance and rises to salute. Not a moment too soon. And now I gain favor with both. Okay, good. Guess I handled that alright. Okay. Governor Malevolent. Long have you been honored by your iron. Now we are honored by your presence. I must apologize for my lords. Tempers run high of late. Yeah, okay, we'll just glare.
Stormcaller, it is an honor to have you with us. I would imagine you are here with another of Kyros' edicts. Perhaps another catastrophe that will punish our foes for hiding behind their walls?
Okay, now they keep referring to us as Stormcaller because if you watched the prologue episode, which by the way you still can if you want to, it's in the playlist. It covers these different decisions that I made before we started. So these come up often, which I think is super cool. I really like the way that there's reactivity between choices you made in the past during the first war here in the lower tiers and what's happening now. So the disfavored cut a bloody swath through the realm of Stalwart. By 430 TR, it was clear that the countryside had fallen. The last of Stalwart's regions, the ruling family, would remain hidden in a massive keep, unwilling to meet its fate in the final battle. So what I decided to do was give them no warning and go ahead and enact the edict, and it just leveled the place and killed the fam. Because they had multiple opportunities to either come fight us honorably or surrender, and they wouldn't do it. So I was like, well, screw them then, they can die. So that's why they call me the Stormcaller.
My soldiers tell me you helped Commander Drotus on your way through Edring. You honor the court with your selfless cooperation, for that is the sort of camaraderie that Kyros demands of us all.
Let's see. I require no thanks doing my sworn duty. I come bearing the edict. Yeah, let's say that I was just doing my sworn duty.
Modesty is your prerogative, but know that cooperation and goodwill have been rarities of late. You do your Lord Tunon a great honor by aiding your cousins in the disfavored.
No, don't mind us while you trade your gushing praise. We're sure the Fatebinder has come because our company lacks in small talk.
Yeah, are you all done bickering? Because I have an edict to proclaim.
My dear Binder, we won't be done bickering until the last of Ash's hair falls out. We'll pause for you to read your little missive. Go on, don't keep us all in suspense.
Oh, little missive? Well, you're about to be surprised, Mr. I Know Everything Spymaster.
For the second time, Brother Tunon selects you for the glory of proclamation. You should be honored. Tell us, what has the Overlord decided to unleash upon the Oathbreakers?
Okay, so let's look at our options here. Overlords, loyal servants, must hold Ascension Hall by Kyros Day of Swords, which by the way is like 8 days away or something. It seems you need some encouragement to work together in the lives of everyone in the valley unless Ascension Hall is claimed by Sword of Days. In honor of your incompetence and disarray, the edict will execute every living thing in this. Okay, let's go with option 2. The earth sways with each word you utter, the air thickening with warmth as you pronounce the tersely phrased commandment. its every syllable drafted by the hand of Kyros. With the edict proclaimed, your pulse crackens, your muscles in your legs, worn from long trip down from the mountain, feel renewed, tired limbs nearly buoyant with vigor.
The Overlord means to compel us into action. No doubt the avalanches in the mountains are part of this ultimatum. We must conquer the Oathbreakers or die in failure. There is no room for error, and no other way out of this valley alive. We'll need to advance across the Mittani. We lose everything if we stand still. And we move to backup Plan Green. The Earthshakers didn't make it over the mountain in time. So we do this the hard way. Over the walls instead of through.
So you found your backbone at last! Oh, we were worried past humiliations would make you soft, timid. That was a record for you, right? The baker's dozen lost in one sortie. If you had waited for the chorus reinforcements, maybe we'd have eyes and ears on the matter.
Watch him squirm. So many tears over replaceable, expendable, useless soldiers. I miss the old Archonivore you'd never see. Blood echoing, blubbering mess over a few dead killers. He'd used the knuckle of his bones, his best disciples for jewelry, and even made a breastplate out of his his dead brother's what? What else? Ah, dead brother's ribcage, because that's how a real man deals with grief. He's so cool. Okay, let's see. Oh, I could use subterfuge? I don't know if I want to talk smack directly to him, but they call you the Archon of Secrets. You certainly don't seem to know anything remotely useful. Well, screw it. Let's challenge him.
I second the Fatebinder. Thought you had the memories of one of those Oathbreakers rattling about that bronze gourd of yours. Would Kyros' mighty spy master please enlighten this gathering of allies with some scrap of strategic insight?
The Archon of Secret turns his head to the side until the face of his mask is turned around. A new facet of the mask presents itself facing forward. When the next Archon speaks, the trembling voice of a younger man can be heard.
Our river was to be the bulwark, but with the tidecasters slain, what hope remains? It's so cold in here. Help me, please.
Our sources tell us the Oathbreakers had some sort of magical trick in store. But this knowledge is tinged with fear, trepidation. If we make a move for the Mittani, we suspect the Oathbreakers will mount a counterattack that is equal parts valiant and futile.
Then enough talking, there's work to be done. My Lord Burek and his band of men have drilled on an Echo Call assault plan. The Crescent Runners should be briefing them as we speak regarding the latest enemy movements along the river. I'll dispatch him at once. And I will ensure that the chorus stands ready to march. If this favorite can take the river, the chorus has the manpower to secure the outer ring of the valley.
Our soldiers clamor for battle, and at last we shall have it. Verse, we command you to continue guarding the Fatebinder. Tunon's Chosen is our honored guest, and must be shown our finest hospitality.
I won't let you down, boss. He'll get through the campaign in one piece, as long as he doesn't do anything too stupid.
And before we forget, we have a debt to settle. Last year, when our warriors got confused about supply lines, so kind of you to understand how things get muddled in the fog of war.
Okay, so this was about that dispute. Again, if you didn't watch the prologue episode, you may want to go watch that. It'll give you a lot more insight into what has happened. But to summarize, essentially this is a positive event that happened as far as the Voices of Nerat's concerned, because we forced the Disfavor just to share their supplies after the Scarlet Chorus in the area had actually stolen and even killed some of the disfavored soldiers because they were starving. I also chopped off the hands of everyone that participated in the theft, but at least they got to eat, right? So that was considered a favorable event for them. Okay, so the Archon of Secrets tosses you several iron rings your way as he begins to leave. He taps the fifth eye on the shoulder, and when one last twirl of his scepter, suit yourself, Fatebinder. The more you ignore us... I don't take bribes or catch the rings. Hey, let's take the money. We gained 300 rings. Yeah, I'll take it. I can be bribed. I can be. This game is so awesome. You don't even know how cool it is. Seriously, there's some stuff coming up that's super cool.
Perhaps now I can hear myself think. Rarely do I question Kyros' judgment, but I will never understand why the voices of Narot is given such authority. I shudder to think what will become of us all should Tunon favor him in the end. Though the Edict threatens the Scarlet Chorus just as it threatens us, I cannot shake the feeling that our allies will work against us. You've shown your worth in war, and your name has been known to the Legion since the very beginning of this long conquest. So I'd ask that you join us this one last time to help us wrap up this last objective. If you wish to be counted amongst the glorious, speak with the Iron Marshal. She will direct the order of battle until we are ready for the final push into the Citadel.
Okay, so I'm short a few scouts, short a few soldiers, short a few of everything. I'm sure my brethren would be grateful for the assistance of a skilled outsider. And what of the Scarlet Chorus? How will they be helping?
I ask myself that question often. While we take the river crossing, the Scarlet Chorus should be using their sizable presence to remove the Oathbreaker patrols lurking in the outer valley.
The Oathbreakers maintain a sizable force outside the Citadel. We need the Chorus manpower to scour the region. Otherwise, the Oathbreakers will attack our heels once we cross the Mantani. That's fine, I'll help. Although I loathe to mention it, the Chorus can likely use your assistance. They'll certainly secure the outer valley on their own. Fifth Eye will be somewhere in that rat's nest they call a camp due east. Seek him out if you must. Alright, folks, well, we're going to go ahead and end this one here. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, consider hitting the thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time, I am Mal, and I'll see you later.